Okay, students. So let's start. So today we are going to start the new chapter. Okay, we are going to start new chapter. In our last class, we did. Previously, we have done light. Okay, so now we will start human eye and colorful means the later part. Okay, the second chapter related to light. Okay, no. So let's start then. Students, just tell me one thing. Can you see the screen? Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Wait. So see here, this is human eye. This is human eye. And today we are going to start from here, from the human eye. Okay. Now, see here, this is the picture of human eye, and now I am going to first I will show you different part of human eye. Okay, and then slowly I will tell you that which part does what work. That also I will tell you. Okay. So students, English is means for everyone. Is it fine if I give the lecture in English or Hindi is better?
Sir, English.
Okay, great. So now see one thing. This is human eye. Now first we will start with the portion which is known as cornea. Okay, which is known as cornea. Okay, students. Now what is cornea? Let me tell you. What is cornea? See, cornea is a portion at the absolutely upper part of the eye. Okay, you can tell that suppose like in case of a mobile phone, how the screen works. Okay, suppose if this is the mobile phone, okay, how its screen is working. Okay, the screen. So the similar way cornea also works in case of eye. Means first light actually fall on the cornea. Okay, at first light fall on the cornea. Now let me tell you one thing about quality, about the characteristics of cornea. Let me tell you. Have you heard about eye donation? Like
Yes, sir.
after we die, okay, and after that means if we fix it from before only, so we can donate our eyes, isn't it? Let me tell you, students, eye donation don't mean the absolute eye, don't mean the total thing donation. Eye donation means the cornea donation. We only donate the cornea, just the upper part. Okay, you just peel it off, the peel off the cornea. Okay, that is the meaning of eye donation. The entire part they don't take. They take only the cornea. Now let me tell you about the beautiful characteristics of cornea. Like if I talk about phone, now any phone, the means the expensive ones, okay, like means like I have the Samsung S8 Plus Edge, okay, which is one of the, at that time, means when I bought my phone during 2017, at that time it was one of the expensive phone apart from iPhone. Okay, and so even let us take in case of iPhone. Okay, they say that the screen, the upper screen is scratch guard, isn't it? Is scratch proof, isn't it? What does it mean? That if anyhow the scratch come, means anyhow if anything is there to scratch, it will not be there. Okay, you can't put scratch on that. Okay, whereas in case of those who are less expensive phone, very easily scratches will come, isn't it? Now, is it possible that whatever be the expensive phone, there will be no scratch in any time? maybe I'm using for 5 years, 10 years, still no scratches will come. Is it possible?
No, sir.
Not
No, sir.
possible, right? But let me tell you, the cornea is made in such a way by God that cornea is absolutely scratchable. Means for maybe if we are there for 80 years, 10, 100 years, we are living on our cornea, there will be actually no scratch. So this scratch guarantee is given by God, okay, no, and that is lifetime. There will be no scratch, okay, means because means always, all means my, like let us take my cornea's age is almost 30 years. Your cornea's age are almost like 13 year, 14 year, okay. So till this time, means till this age, many times, many dust particles and many things actually came, means actually fall on your cornea. There was so many times you rubbed your eyes with those things, okay, no, but still there is no scratch. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, if anyhow, any damage happen into cornea, no, then medical science can't fix it, okay, no, because and neither we have any, we couldn't get any material which is actually scratch proof forever. We can't make a cornea. We can't make corneas, okay, no? So that's why only we can give this cornea to someone, and then if it is fixed in his or her eyes, then only the person will be able to see. Because if only the cornea is having some problem, in that case light will not even fall on eye, isn't it? There is no way you can see the image. Understood or not? Am I clear or not?
Yes, sir.
If how much good your phone is, if I take a very rough stone and I rub the screen, what will happen? Whatever it is, you will not be able to see. Whatever is happening in the phone, you will not be able to see. Similar thing will happen in case of eye also. If the cornea gets damaged, there will be no light, means no light will fall on eye, means no light will come inside eye. So there is no way we can see anything. Understood? So this is known as human eye, okay, and the part of cornea. Am I clear? Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Great. So through cornea, light entered. Through cornea, light entered. Now, coming for iris. What? Iris. Okay. See what the work of iris. Let me tell you. See, actually, if you see your eyes, okay, if you see your eyes, it's like this. Isn't it? I'm not much good in drawing, so see, if you closely observe someone's eyes, okay, then only you will be able to see that this is the eye, okay, this is the black portion or the brown portion, okay. Now what the black and brown portion is known as, the black or brown portion is known as iris, okay. The black and brown portion is known as iris. Am I clear? See, what is the color
Yes,
of
sir.
our eyes? That is the actually the color of iris only. Okay. Now, can you tell me what are the colors of iris are there?
Sir, black, brown, gray.
Okay. Even blue is also there. In European countries like in French or Spanish and
Yes, sir.
French people, they have blue eyes.
Gray. Yes, blue and gray.
Like there is a dog named as Husky. Okay, no, Husky's eyes is blue. Okay, no, in Russia, we get the dog actually. So let me tell you on which thing it depends. There means actually whatever be the color of our cornea, sorry, our iris, that depends on the pigmentation. Okay, no, whatever be the pigmentation, accordingly our color of our iris get fixed. Like suppose my color is brown, someone is white, someone is black. Okay, it depends on the pigmentation, means it is being decided by the pigmentation of our skin color, isn't it? Isn't it?
Sir.
So similarly, the iris color is also decided by the pigmentation on the iris. Okay. Now, so that too I told about the color of iris and what actually iris is. Okay. But what is the work of iris? Why is it there? Now let me tell you one. See, iris is in iris act like the stop. Okay. Like have you seen DSLR camera ever? You people, have you seen DSLR camera?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so in DSLR camera, if you see it very closely in the lens, you will see in the lens there is something like this. Okay, means when you will increase or decrease the focus, okay, at that time it will go like this. It will become bigger and then it will become smaller. Again, it will become bigger, it will become smaller. Okay, means the opening. So when the opening is small, at that time less amount of light will be able to enter. When the opening is big, at that time more amount of light will be able to enter. Isn't it or not? Is it clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
So similarly, in case of iris also the same thing happened. Where the iris is, there if light is entering through cornea in the place of iris, here light will not be able to enter. Only the light will enter here, that will be able to go inside the eye. Okay, that I will come after this. So wherever it is falling on this part, okay, and on this part, okay, that portion, the red portion I have made it. Okay, no, there no light will be able to enter from there. Okay, that is acting as a stop. Okay. Achha, now, means how many of you have a bit of idea about clicking photos? It's about photography, or maybe sometimes you have used for DSLR cameras and all. Any one of you?
No, sir.
Okay. Achha, now just I would like to ask you one. Suppose if you are taking a picture in a sunny morning, okay, no, what you will make the aperture? Means will you make it like this or like this? Small or big?
Sir, small.
Achha, Krishna, why you will make it small?
Sir, because of the sun reflects our eyes, that's why.
Sorry, what? No, in case of camera, I am asking. No, in case of camera, I am asking.
Sir, when the camera flashlight is on, that time, when we are clicking the photo, that time sometimes our eyes will close.
Okay. Achha, now let me tell you. See, even if we are not using any flashlight, okay, no? See, maybe in a sunny day, what is there? Huge amount of light is there outside, isn't it? Now,
Yes,
if
sir.
the opening of the lens is greater, in that case, what will happen? Huge amount of light will enter through this opening. through this opening, no, huge amount of
Yes,
light
sir.
will enter, and there is a possibility that the light means that the photo will be so much full of light that we will not be able to see anything properly. We say no, that chobi jole geche, this kind of thing we say no.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
So it will be like that. So always there should be a sufficient amount of light entering. Okay. Now, when the opening is in a sunny morning, then what we do? We keep our opening small. At that time, the the kind of things, everything, whatever we will be able to see, that will be absolutely clear. Okay, am I clear?
Yes, sir.
So the same thing happened in case of iris also. Suppose from home, we just went outside in the afternoon time. Huge amount of sunlight is there, always, I mean, everywhere. What will happen? You will do like this, isn't it? You will do like this. Why are you doing like this? Actually, at that time, more light will enter into your eyes. And when more light will enter into your eyes, it will be difficult for you to see anything. Now, the iris actually takes some time to become small. Okay. And when we are doing this, iris is becoming small. When iris, sorry, means iris is actually taking most of the part, means iris is coming close like this, like this. So the stop is increasing, no? The stop of the lens, isn't it increasing? So before, how much light was entering, now even less light will enter, and slowly we will be able to see things clearly. Similarly, when from outside, or suppose we have just entered into a dark place, okay, no? Into a room, or maybe suddenly the power went off, okay, no? Suddenly the power went off. So after some time you will see, you will be able to see few things clearly, okay? You will be able to see things slowly, you will be able to see things clearly. Do you know why that happened? Because before, suppose in this light, in this tube light, so I have a particular opening, okay, into my lens. But when the light will be off in the beginning, I will not be able to see anything. Why? Because light is not even entering into my eyes properly. But slowly, when my iris will be adjusted, and iris will become a bit bigger, means the opening will become a bit bigger. So at that time, with a big opening, few amount of light will enter, and we will start seeing things clearly.
Seeing the thing.
Exactly. Understood? And it takes actually
Yes,
some
sir.
time. It takes actually some time. So that's why only if the light changes, no, from a low light to a high light, or a high light to low light we are unable to see it. Okay? And it takes some time to adjust the eyes. Okay. Now let's come into the next. The next is the pupil. Okay. Pupil is actually nothing but, if this is the opening, now this place, if this is the opening, then this place, this is actually the pupil. Okay. Now, when iris becomes small, when iris come close, at that time the pupil is small. When the iris goes away, at that time the pupil is bigger. Am I clear? Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So pupil is just the opening made by the iris. In all the portions in the surrounding, the iris is there. When iris come close, pupil is small. When iris went away, pupil is bigger. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now that is actually pupil. Now coming for lens. Okay, what coming first? So pupil also you understood. Now we are coming for lens. What is our lens? Lens is the eye lens. Okay, let me tell you, this thing is the eye lens. This is the lens. This portion is eye lens. And let me tell you, this lens is made with such a material, no? This eye lens is made with such a material that it is made with a jelly kind of material, transparent, plus a semi-solid kind of material, which can be changed, which can become like this or like this, which can become thin or bulged. Understood?
Yes,
Which
sir.
can become thin or bulged. But let me tell you, have you seen lens in your school, in your lab? Have you ever seen? Though you are not going, you people are not going to school for almost 2 years. Okay. The last time when you went to school,
No, sir.
2019.
yeah, means at that time you was in 7 or 8.
Sir, I am in yes.
8. Okay. So obviously when the school will maybe after the puja, school may open again, and at that time if you go to the practical lab, you will be able to see it. Now let me show you. If you see a lens made by glass, obviously whatever be the lens we have seen, mostly it is made up of glass, isn't it? Now either this lens is like this, a bit bulged, or the lens is like this, very thin, isn't it? Isn't it? Or the lens is like this, very thin. Now, can you tell me which lens is having more power? Which lens is having more power? The thick one or the thin one? I have shown in power of lens. Shubhayam, Oishani. Shubhayam, Oishani, where are you? Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, Oishani, Shubhayam, please switch, unmute yourself and tell me which one will have the thicker one or the thin one. Which one is having more power? I told you this.
That's the thicker one.
Thicker one has more power, correct? Yes. So thicker one is the more powerful. Okay. Now, in case of light ray also, in case of eye lens, let me tell you, this eye lens is made up of such a jelly kind of material that if it is required, it can be bulged or it can be thin. Means it can be thick like this, the above one, or it can be thin. When it should be thick, when we study, when we read books, when we are doing something in our computer or in our mobile, at that time, since these things are very close to our eyes, that's why we need to bulge our lens. And when we bulge our lens, no, at that time, we need to give stress on our eyes. Okay. So at that time, it becomes like this. But when we see away, suppose from our window, we are watching the outside scenery, or in a hilly area we went, there we are watching through the mountain. Okay, no? So there, when the distance is more, at that time our lens will become thin like this. Okay, why? Because those things are far away. That's why to see those things, our power of our lens should be less. Understood or not? Am I clear or
Yes,
not?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Great. So So this is the lens. Okay. So this lens only the light enters. Okay. And then see, actually you can see what is the shape of this lens, of the eye lens? Convex or concave?
Sir, convex.
Convex lens, right? So it is a convex lens. Now obviously you know that convex lens is a converging lens, isn't it?
Yes,
Convex
sir.
lens is a converging lens.
It's a
Yes, sir.
converging.
Yes. So from this lens only light converges. Now when light rays comes from far away, at that time less amount of convergence needed. That's why the power is less. At that time it is thin. And when we are reading some book, we are watching movies in a computer, we are operating our mobile phone, we are studying books, at that time more, since the objects are close, that's why more amount of convergence should be needed, so power should be increased. So at that time our eye lens become thick. Understood? These things I will show you how it becomes more power and less power, and what is the range of power of eye lens, that also I will show you. Understood? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, so this is our eye lens. Okay, the eye lens also I told. Now the next thing is ciliary muscle. What? Ciliary muscle. Now let me tell you, as I told you about that eye lens can be bulged or it can become thin, but how? How it can be bulged or how it can be thin?
Sir, ciliary muscle helps it.
Exactly. Ciliary muscle helps. Ciliary muscle, see, you can see muscle muscle means it can contract, it can relax. Now when we are looking at nearer objects, no, mobile phone, computer, book, at that time our power need to be more, power of the lens need to be more, so lens need to be bulged. How it will be bulged? When ciliary muscle from the top and the bottom, more power will give. At that time the eye lens will be bulged. Understood or not? Understood or not?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
And when we are watching far away objects, at that time the power need to be less. At that time ciliary muscles will be relaxed and our eye lens will be like thin. Understood? That's why to relax our eyes, what you will do, to relax your eyes, what you will do, will you watch movie, will you read books, or you will look at far object, on green object which is actually means far away from your eyesight? What you will do?
It's a green object.
Isn't it? Why? Because when you are watching at far away object, at that time ciliary muscles are relaxed. So when ciliary muscles are relaxed, at that time eye lens also relaxed, so your eyes are becoming relaxed. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So you understood that ciliary muscles helps us to increase or decrease the power of the lens. Okay, am I clear? Great. Now so everything I told about here, this is the cornea. First, when light is entering, it is entering through the cornea. Few amount of light, just a moment. So first, when light is entering, it is entering through cornea. Few amount of light will be stopped by the iris, okay, and the rest will go through pupil, isn't it? Now after pupil, it will enter through the lens. Understood? And when it will pass through the lens, after that, it will pass through the lens, and after that, it will converge. Will converge. Where it will converge? Better I should try.
Sir, at the retina, it will converge.
Yes. On retina will convert like this. And what kind of image will form? What is the nature of the image? What
Sir,
will be the
real.
nature? Real. Real means
Sir, real and inverted.
exactly real and inverted. Real and inverted. So let me tell you, students, the image whatever will flow means fall on the retina, no, that is actually inverted image. Okay, that is inverted image. Now how that will become erect, that also I will tell why we can see erect image only, isn't it? Means whatever we see, it's not inverted, right? But on the retina, whatever is falling, that is inverted. Retina, see, you can say retina is the screen where the image falls. Am I clear?
Yes,
Okay.
clear.
Now, see, one more thing, two more things I should tell you. See, this is known as aqueous humor, and this is known as vitreous humor. What is that? Aqueous humor and vitreous humor is the liquid. See, lens, this side of the lens, left side of the lens, whatever be the liquid is there, that is known as aqueous humor. And right side of the lens, whatever be the liquid is there, that is called vitreous humor. Understood?
Yes.
And let me tell you, different liquid means different amount of refractive index. Different amount of refractive index. Okay. Now, if I ask you a question, let me tell you, let me check that how your concept got clear in the previous chapter. So, if I ask you, tell me though, in case of aqueous humor and vitreous humor, which one will have high refractive index? Let us take if this is mu1, if this is mu2. Okay. Aqueous humor with refractive index mu1 and vitreous humor with refractive index mu2. Then which one is higher and which one is lower?
I think vitreous humor's refractive index is higher.
Why? Why are you saying like that? If it is less, then what will happen? You are saying that vitreous humor is higher, means mu2 is greater than mu1, right? Isn't it? But if it would be the opposite, then what will happen? Then what will happen? Let me tell you. Shall I answer? Or you will try? Okay, let me tell you. See, if mu2 is greater than mu1, then only the light ray will converge. If mu1 is greater and mu2 is less, at that time light will diverge. Understood?
Yes.
Okay. So that is the reason that aqueous humor and vitreous humor, the refractive index of vitreous humor is high than the aqueous humor. Understood? Now, so this was the aqueous humor and vitreous humor. I also told you about the retina. Retina is used as the screen. You can say it is the screen of eye lens. Screen of eye lens. Understood? So now let me tell you. Here, see, this is the optic nerve. Here they have shown us the optic nerve. Okay. Let me tell you, when the light ray fall on the retina, no, an image form, isn't it? An image form. Now, through the optic nerve, an electromagnetic wave passes through the optic nerve. Okay. What passes? Electromagnetic wave. And the image actually, that the image what actually formed on the retina, no, that actually passes in the form of electromagnetic signal through the optic nerve and it reaches to our brain. In brain, it actually reverse again and we can see it erect. Understood? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Krishna, clear?
Yes, sir.
Great. So let me tell you about optic nerve. Not only optic nerve, but for any kind of nerve. Suppose I am just in Bengali, do you know na chimti kata? Chimti
Sir.
kata, you know. So suppose I am doing that on your leg, you will be able to understand. Do you know how? Because through nerve, no. See, actually, you can say that how the tower works or how the internet wire works. In the same way, in human body, the nerve works. All the signals in the form of electromagnetic wave, it passes through the nerve in the form of electromagnetic wave. Think, suppose like at this moment, you can see my video also, and you can hear my audio also, right?
Yes, sir.
And I can also do the same. But how is it happening? My image and my voice, the light energies and the sound energy, all these things is actually converted into electromagnetic energy, electromagnetic wave, and passing through the optical fiber, okay, or it is passing through the wave, okay, and then again you are getting it, or suppose I am getting it if I am the receiver, you are getting it if you are the receiver, okay. And then again, that electromagnetic wave is converted into the form of visual and hearing. And then you will be able to see me and you will be able to hear me. Understood or not?
Yes.
So the same work happens in case of our body. And who does that? The nerve does that. So similarly, in case of light ray, what is falling on the retina, no? The image, what is falling on the retina, that image is converted into electromagnetic signal and passes to the optic nerve and it goes to our brain. Understood?
Yes.
So this is the entire eye. This is the entire eye. Am I clear? Am I clear? Yes.
Yes.
Now let's come to the next topic. See, whatever I told, okay, that is only told over here about retina. See, about retina, cornea, aqueous humor, eyelids, pupil, ciliary muscle, iris, optic nerve. Okay, but I actually I elaborated. They have just given the definition. Understood? Understood. Now the working of human eye that I will take. Okay. See, as you can see over here. Can you see this screen? Can you see this image? This
Yes,
image,
sir.
can you see?
Yes, sir.
So now if this is the object, suppose you saw a tree, okay. Now from the top and from the bottom, light rays are coming, okay. And then it is forming over here, okay. You can see the image. See, it is formed inverted, correct? And you will be able to see the image. Am I clear? So in this way, our human eye works. Okay. Now, a very important thing I will say. That is known as power of accommodation. What? Power of accommodation. Now see one thing, students. I already told you, no, that eyelids, it can be bulged or thin, isn't it? Isn't it? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, when it needs to be bulged or thick, when it needs to be bulged or thick, In case of watching nearer object or far object. In case of watching nearer object or far object. In
Far
which
object.
case? Far object thick or thin?
The thick.
Sorry, what?
Thick.
No, then wrong. Far object, then thin. See, when you see, no, if you see far object, isn't it your eyes are relaxed? Relaxed means no pressure on the ciliary muscle. Ciliary muscle is not contracting, isn't it? Now, if
Yes,
ciliary
yes.
muscle is not contracting, then the lens will remain what? Understood? Understood?
Yes, sir.
So, but when you see nearer object, at that time ciliary muscle need to be contracted. If you see for, suppose if you are reading for more time, you are watching movies for more time, won't you feel a pressure, a stress on your head? Sometimes it's pain also.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Your eyes become stressed. Okay. How?
Yes.
Why? Because for more time, continuously our ciliary muscle pressing the lens. Continuously. This is happening. Understood? Clear?
Yes, sir.
So now the about that only we will talk. Okay. Now see one thing, when we see near object, see at that time the lens is thick. Lens is thick. Now who does it? Ciliary muscle. Ciliary muscle contract. See, ciliary muscle contract. Okay. Suspensory ligament slackened. Muscle tension on lens low. And distant, when we see distant object, mainly see these things. At that time, the lens become what? Lens become thin, and the ciliary muscle relax. Understood? Am I clear? Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, see, I would like to show you a thing. See, now onwards, whenever we will draw eye and how the image is forming, at that time we will not draw so many things. Okay. How we will draw for far object? Let me tell you. Far objects. We'll simply draw this. This is our lens. Okay. And this is the axis. Now, far object means light rays are coming from where? Light rays are coming from where, students? From infinity. Light rays are coming from infinity. And after entering through the lens, it will do what? It will converge, isn't it? It will converge.
Yes,
okay, so it is
Converts.
converging on the retina. Okay. So this is happened in case of far object. Okay. For far object. And in case of nearer object, what happened? That I will show you here. Near object. In case of near object, how we will show it? This is the lens. Sorry, this is the principal axis. Nearer object means when we read the book, okay, when we see mobile phone, at that time, the nearest object, okay, the nearest object from where we can see the light, means we can see the object. Do you know what that thing is known as? What that point is known as?
At the near point.
No, it has a special name. I'm telling you, just a minute. So let us consider this is the point, okay, this is the point. What we can see means which point can be seen least, okay. If any object comes even nearer than this point, then we will not be able to see that object. Understood? Understood? Like
Yes.
can we see our eyelashes? Can you see your eyelash?
No, sir.
Isn't it? Let me tell you that nearest point is known as least distance of distinct vision. What we call least distance of distinct vision. Okay. Let me write it over here. Least distance of distinct vision. See, what is the least distance of distinct vision? See, for human eye, this point is the nearest point for eye where it can be seen, where it can see, where it can see objects clearly. More clear than this, it will be what? Blur. Suppose if you bring a book more clear like this, will you be able to read the words? Will you be able to read the words? The words will become blur, no?
Yes, sir.
Means it came even nearer than the least distance of distinct vision. And let me tell you, do you know how is that? How much is that? What is the value of least distance of distinct vision? Now, for a grown person, no, for a grown person, it is 25 centimeter. For a grown-up person, it is 25 centimeter. And for a very small child, it is 10 centimeter actually. Okay, but when we slowly we grow up at that time, at last, at this point of time, okay, means if you don't have any eye problem, if your vision is absolutely fine, you don't have any speck or something, okay, you don't have glasses, in that case your least distance of distinct vision will be what? 25 centimeter. Am I clear or not? Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
So this is the nearer point, okay, or the least distance of distinct vision. So near object means what we will take? 25 centimeter. And far object means what we will take? Object at infinity. Object at infinity. And near object means object at 25 centimeter from eye. Object at 25 centimeter from eye. Am I clear, students? Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, as I haven't finished this diagram, let me finish it. When light is coming from this point, it will converge. It will converge on the retina. Okay, like this. This is the ray also I have given. Okay, understood? Am I clear or not?
Yes, sir.
And in this case, it is coming like this. Now, can you tell me for which case, for this one or for this one, light ray is means converging more? In which case light ray is converging more, for this case or for this case? For
Sir,
far
for object at infinity.
Diverging more? For object at infinity, is it diverging more, you are saying? Let me check. Let's check it. Achha, this is the direction of incident ray, right? And the light ray actually converges like this. So how much angle it converges? Like this much angle it converges. Understood? Understood? And if you check for this case, light ray was traveling along this direction. This was the direction of light ray. And then it traveled along this direction. So this much angle it diverged. Understood or not?
Yes,
So
sir.
this is the angle of deviation. And here, this is the angle of deviation. Now you tell me which one is better. This one or far object or nearer object? Far object or nearer object? Which one is delta or del or angle of deviation is greater, means higher?
Sir, at nearer object.
Nearer object, it is higher, correct? So that's why, means in nearer object, our eye lens, means the light rays need to be more converged by the eye lens. And for far object, the eye lens, means the light rays need to be less converged. Okay. Now, I will show you few things. Okay. Achha, do you know the formula of finding power? P is equal to?
1 by f.
And 100 by f is when? When 100 by f? When P is equal to 100 by f? When f is in centimeter. And when it is 1 by f? When f is in meter. Okay, remember this. Now, see one thing. Achha, now you tell me, now let's do numerical, like using lens formula, how we have done. Like that, we will do some numerical. Achha, you tell me one thing. Here, object is coming from where? From the infinity, correct?
Yes,
So, what is the object distance? Can you tell me? What is the object distance?
Sir, infinity.
Minus infinity.
Minus.
Why? Because it is in the left-hand side
Left
from
side.
the lens. Now, let me tell you one thing. This is, see, this distance is 2.5 centimeter. The distance from lens to retina is actually 2.5 centimeter. Keep this thing in your mind. Okay. The distance from lens to retina is 2.5 centimeter. Okay. Then, where the image formed from the lens, at what point the image formed from the lens, can you tell me? Means what is the V? Where the image formed, see, from the lens, where the image formed. Where the image formed. See here. At this point,
On the retina.
on the retina. Now, the retina is at what distance from the lens?
2.5 centimeter.
2.5 centimeter.
So V will be what? 2.5 centimeter.
Yes, sir.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
Great. So I'm just writing 2.5 as 25 by 10, means 5 5 is 25, 5 2 is 10, means 5 by 2 centimeter. In this way, I'm just writing. Now we will find the focal length, and from there we will find the power also. Okay. Then we will get the power in case when we see the far object, at that time, what is the power of our lens? We will be able to find it. Understood? Understood. So let's Use the formula, the lens formula. 1 by V minus 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. So 1 by V is what? 5 by 2. So 1 by 5 by 2 means 2 by 5. And 1 by U means minus of minus 1 by infinity. 1 by infinity is how much? Can you tell me? Can you tell me 1 by infinity
0.
means what? 0. So 1 by infinity is 0. So F is equal to what? F is equal to what? 5 by
2, which is 2.5 centimeters.
Which is 2.5 centimeter.
5 centimeter.
So focal length at that time is 2.5 centimeter. Understood? In power will be what? Here the focal length is in centimeter. So let's write the power also 100 by F. P is equal to 100 by F. So F is 5 by 2. 5 by 2, the 2 will go up. So 5, 20 is 100. So it will be almost 40 diopter. Understood?
Yes.
Yes.
So when we see far object, at that time the power of our lens is 40 diopter. Clear or not? Clear or not? Now let's come in case of near object. In case of near object, let's see. Now you will tell me the cases of nearer object. See, this distance is what? 2.5 centimeter, isn't it?
Centimeter.
Acha, then what is the nearest point, least distance of distinction? How much is that?
25 centimeters.
25 centimeter.
Yes.
Then tell me what is the object distance and what is the image distance? Where the object is placed, where you keep your book. Here, this is you, this is your book. Here somewhere, here the retina is, isn't it? So see, from lens which side the object is. So according to that, tell me the sign and the magnitude. Tell me what happened. See, the lens which side is the object?
25 centimeters.
Minus, because it is in the left hand side. So minus 25 centimeter. And where the image formed? On the retina. On the retina the image formed. And the retina is at a distance what? 2.5. Exactly.
2.5 centimeter.
2.5 centimeter. Or we write 2.5 as 5 by 2. 2.5 as 5 by 2.
5 by 2.
So what will be the F that we will find, and then from there what is the power that also we will find. Let's use the lens formula. 1 by V minus 1 by U. 1 by U is equal to 1 by F. 1 by V is equal to what? 1 by 5 by 2 means 2 by 5. Minus 1 by U means minus 25 means minus of minus means plus 1 by 25, which is 1 by F. Let's do the LCM. 25. 5 is a 25, 5 to the 10 and 1. So it is 1 by F. So F is equal to how much? 25 by 11. This much of centimeter. Understood? This is the focal length.
Yes.
Now, then how much will be the power? P is equal to 100 by F. So 100 by F means 25 and 11 will go at the top. So 25 4's the 100. So
Yes,
P is equal to how much?
44.
44
diopter.
44 by T.
Okay, 44 T. So this is the power when we see nearer object. So which one is greater? See, this is 45 diopter, this is 40 diopter. Which one is greater? Which one is greater? Tell me. 44 is greater. So the nearer object, when we see nearer object, eye lens has more powerful. It needs to increase the power. Understood or not? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, that was a very, very important thing. Okay. Now somewhere they could give the power different. What they take? They took the this distance from lens to retina, that they may take different and they can get some different power. Understood? But the process will be absolutely same. Am I clear? Am I clear, students?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now let's come to the copy again. Okay, so now I will tell you one thing which is known as persistence of vision. What? Persistence of vision. What is persistence of vision, students? Let me tell you. Let me explain this thing to you. Suppose, have you seen Flash? The movie Flash or the cartoon Flash?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What was the power of Flash? What was the power of Flash? What happened? You forgot. What was the power of Flash? Hello? Hello? Okay. Okay, I'm telling you. See, Flash was very fast in running, isn't it? So fast that he will not be even able to see that he went somewhere and came back in front of you. You will not be able to understand. Understood? Understood? See,
Yes, sir.
now let me tell you what is persistence of vision. See, persistence, do you know the meaning of persistence? The English word persistence means what? What is the meaning of persistence? Any idea?
Sir, for how much time?
No, no, no. I'm asking only the English word persistence means what? It is the inability. Persistence meaning inability. Persistence of vision means inability of our vision. Now we are going to talk an inability of our vision. What is that inability all about? That I am going to tell you. Suppose, can you see me? Can you see me?
Yes, sir.
Now, just a moment. Now, suppose I went from here to here. Then can you saw that I went away out of your vision? Means out of the camera,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
and then again came back.
Yes.
But let me tell you, I took much time to do this.
Do
But
this.
if to do this, to went out and to go out and to come back, I took much time. But if I could do it within 0.1 second, how much? Within
0.1
0.1 second.
second.
0.1 second.
1
Within less
second.
than 0.1 second. Okay, no. Then what will happen? See. Actually, whatever we see, no, that image remain in our brain for this much time, 0.1 second or 1/10th of a second. Understood? Whatever we see. Okay, means at this moment you saw me at this position here. This image will remain on your brain for 0.1 second. If in between anything else happen, then what will be there? You will not be able to recognize it, because the effect of this image that I am here, that image will remain in your brain for 0.1 second. If the other image is coming after 0.1 second, then only you will be able to understand that okay, my position got shifted. But let us consider I have done this like from here to here within 0.1 second, then you will see I am standing here only. Why? Because my first image was in your brain for 0.1 second, so I have 0.1 second to cheat. Because for 0.1 second, you will see this image only. So if I go and come back within 0.1 second, less than 0.1 second, then what will happen? He will not be able to see. Understood or not? Understood or not?
Yes, sir.
That's it. So this is the meaning of persistence of vision. Okay, this is known as persistence of vision. Am I clear? Students, am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Great. So now let's come to the next. All of you already have this the hard copy or the soft copy of this module.
Sir, I have the hard copy.
Great. Vishani,
No,
you have the hard copy or the soft copy?
the soft copy.
Okay. Vishani, where do you live?
Sir, Bhawanipur.
Manipur. Then get the hard copy. It is even better to study from the hard copy.
Yes, I have asked sir.
Okay, yeah. Because see, Bhawan, you can come from Bhawanipur to Ballygunge and you can take it. Okay. And
Yes.
Krishna also definitely you will get it soon. Okay. No?
Yes, sir.
So this is the meaning of persistence of vision. And you can Krishna, you can get the soft copy by asking Satya. Okay. Ask Satya sir that you want this soft copy, he will give you. Okay?
Sir, I have a hard copy, sir.
Oh, already you have the hard copy. Then it's fine.
Yes, sir.
The
Our
hard
school
copy of-
follow NCERT.
No. That is the NCERT is separate. Okay, fine. That you have. That is absolutely fine. But here in Rajeev Classes module, no, we follow even deeper things. Okay, no, like those who is there. What is there in the boards, that is also there. But see, if you came to Rajeev Classes, then definitely you are going to be prepared for JEE or NEET from this level
NEET.
only. So that's why we actually teach you even deeper. Okay, what is not even there in the boards. Okay, so this is the foundation class. Okay, of 9th and 10th. This is not a general boards class. Understood? Understood.
Yes, sir.
Chalo, let's start. So after persistence of vision, now today I'm not going to start myopia or hypermetropia. Let me check if I can show you something else. Can you see the screen, students? Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Let's start then. So let's come to the first question. Tell me. The colored diaphragm between the cornea and the lens is what?
It is called iris.
It is called iris. I told you, no? So let me tell you
Yes,
whatever I told you today, and let me tell you this will be also recorded, okay, and it will be formed in the YouTube video, okay, and it will be given to you, okay. Already it is being recorded, whatever I have told, okay. So whatever be the stories I told you, no, whatever be the stories I told you, that means if you remember the stories, or if you even forget, then you can see the video, okay, then you will recall it again, and from there only many answers you will get, okay, because I told many more things about human eye. So the next thing is the middle point of the iris has a hole which is called dash.
Pupil.
I want Oishani also to answer. The next is the screen on which the image is formed by the lens system of the human eye is called. Now Krishna will say.
Sir, retina.
Retina. Okay. Is it retina? Is
Yes,
it
sir, it is
retina?
written.
Yes, sir.
Yes, absolutely. Now, see question number 4. For a young adult with normal vision, least distant of distant vision is what?
25
25 centimeters.
25 centimeters. Oishani, where are you? Only Krishna and Shubhayan is answering. I want your voice also. Now, the question number 5. The closest distance at which the eye can focus clearly is called as
That's the near point.
the near point. Okay. Now, the next is, for a normal eye, the range of vision is what? Range of vision means the farthest you can see and the least you can see. The farthest point and the least point.
Sir, from 25 centimeter to infinity.
From 25 centimeter to infinity, because the least distance is 25 centimeter and the farthest distance it is infinity. So you can tell the infinity to 25 or 25 to infinity. 25 centimeter to infinity.
To infinity.
Understood? Now, question number 7. The eye which suffers from no, question number 7 I will not definitely say because it is from the part defect of eye. Okay. Now till here we have done. Now coming for the next. Let's start with this. So let's start with question number 1. Okay, no. Sorry. No, see, true and false, all the questions are from there only. Okay, no.